wake up in fear lummox every day of my life, every day of my life. Rings, why do you get mad when people call you Richard? Isn't that my name? No, my name is Jordy. Jordie. I'm doing all right. Man, it's not my greatest day in my life. I kind of had like a breakdown this morning, but you know, it is what it is. React to the age of consent being lowered to 12. See, like you're misunderstanding what I was saying. Like what I was saying, I wasn't doubling down on that point. I don't feel like the age of consent should be 12, right? That's way too low, right? When I originally stated that, it was actually designed for shock value because it was on a podcast to get people talking. And what I was doing this morning was basically explaining why I came to that rationale 8 years ago. Here's the videos. This is a healthcare debate with Hutch. The government needs to ban crappy chemicals in food and enforce a sin tax. What is a sin tax?
Well, the question I have is when...
And he states, it's Metal Doomer, why should my tax dollars go to house-ridden people such as yourself who refuse to lose weight? First off, I'm not house-ridden. I'm perfectly capable of getting up and moving around. Second off, the vast majority of... Like, I would be an outlier in the medical field, right? Obesity kills a lot of people. Bad diet kills a lot of people. But a guy my size or like super morbidly obese, right? Generally, those people are outliers, right? The vast majority of people either have like underlying heart conditions, they get in automobile accidents, diabetes, you know, things of that nature.
When you eat that chicken leg, you know it's making you fatter. There's no fucking doubt you're getting fatter. But when...
Well, what Kyle's failing to mention here is when you overeat that chicken leg, right? Gluttony, which, you know, I know a lot of fucking about gluttony. You can see me. I look like the Michelin Man. Gluttony is a choice, right? But gluttony could be a bunch of other underlying issues that you don't take care of. Could it be that you don't love yourself enough? Could it be like a chemical imbalance in your brain that makes you always want to eat? Could it be some sort of anxiety? Whatever it might be. Like, you can make the same argument, like, what about people who lift weights? Lifting weights know that you're going to be tearing the muscle fibers in your muscles. What if you do it just a little too much? You lifted those weights one weight at a time. Oh, you tore your muscle? We shouldn't pay for it. You can't go into like these small intricacies of like who deserves care and who does not deserve care, because that's always going to be goalposts that can move left or right. What you need to do is just make a huge over-encompassing net and be like, all right, some people are going to slip through these cracks, and that's okay, because the vast majority of people are going to be better because of it. Feel Good Productions. Hey, Pimp, saw the Brinkley made a video again. Keep your chin up, dude. Bros like me are why you should ignore these petty. Yeah, I had a little bit of a breakdown. Like, my wife is like, let me speak on that real quick before we get into this. Like, my wife is, I've told her, like, you know, trolling has been way worse than it is right now, you know, but the TikTok thing has gotten her really messed up mentally, and it's kind of got her a little depressed. And she doesn't like being afraid that she's gonna come home and I'm in jail or something like that because of things people are doing that is not even involving me, right? So like that's so she basically wants me to like quit for my mental health, and like I told her I'm not in a position to quit right now, because like there's so many things I need to do, and I'm not in that position to do that right now. Status D, thank you for the $50, homeboy. Holy shit. Thank you. But I was basically telling her that like I need to be at, you know, this amount of money before I can actually move on, and like even then, like changing careers will just make me feel like shit, because like you gotta understand, like, I've lived the last 15 years of my life with like some sort of like, you know, stance where I was actually important. To just give that all up and just go back into like a situation where like you're just another person in the feeding trough. You know, it's not to say that there's nothing bad against that. I don't know how that would affect my mentality.
What is that? Is that a Stairmaster in the back? People try.
That bike I actually bought because like I was wanting to do something. Like I think I paid $400 for that thing, and I sold it for $1 because I got so tired of people looking in the background and being like, "Why do you have a bike in the background?" I put it out there on stream on Twitch one day, and I go, "Look, if you want this bike, show up to my house with a way to get it, and just give me anything that isn't pocket change, and you can have it." And a guy showed up to my house. I forgot his name. He was a little dude. He had glasses and all that stuff. And he showed up to my house in a fucking Prius. He wanted to get my exercise bike in a Prius. And I'm like, really, dog? You brought a Prius? You didn't bring a truck or a trailer or anything? So like what I had to do was I had to take parts of the bike apart for the guy and put it into the Prius for him. Like I took the handlebars off of it, and I took like the computer down, and like I got it to the point where I could like edge it down into the back of his little hatchback Prius and put like the handlebars and stuff in his front seat. And he gave me $1 and went on his way. Losing happens. Failure is a part of life. Failure is a building block to success. Granted, my weight loss failures must mean I'm going to be fucking like Mark Henry here soon. But, you know, it is what it fucking is, right? Me talking about these things that I found enjoyable about some of his past, like, digressions was just me enjoying that. And I look at that as part of his mystique. Like, I enjoy watching him get mad. And I'm sounding hypocritical here, but I don't go out here and actively fuck with this man, right? I don't sit in his chat and hate on him and you know and sit in discords and things like that. I like when he wins too. I remember rooting for him when he fought Viscon.
I'm starting to think that I'm something that you can use as a way to get people to talk about you again, or the way to garnish subs, something. So somebody sent me a clip of.
To be fair, I didn't talk about Low Tier God to garnish subs or to get clout from it. Actually, I usually, if I talk about somebody like that, I usually just delete the streams, because my goal isn't to like have people's first impression of me be like me shitting on people or being drama and things like that. Like I don't want that to be my people's first impression of me, because like one of the things I've done in the last year or so is think about like, is this somebody's first video of ever watching Jordy, right? Because like one of my main problems I have with the troll videos is bred so many people that hate me that don't know me or know anything about me. Like, you know, people that, you know, there's people out there that hate me that don't even know who Skate Code is. Like most motherfuckers that been around here for a minute knows who Skate Code is. I've played with him for years, and it's like, I don't know. Like I want to make a good first impression, so I usually don't try to keep videos like that up.
For particular this is just hilarious.
I want to point out, like, why do trolls love this picture so much? Like, this picture was like me being happy that I was able to finally wear the jacket my mother got me because it was the wrong size and I could fit in it, right? This was me literally taking this picture because I was happy that I had this Columbia jacket on for the first time in my fucking life, and I took a picture of it. And like, trolls love this fucking picture. I don't know, because maybe it's because I just woke up or something like that, or I don't know. It's like the Corvette picture where I was like showing off like how good my camera takes pictures in complete darkness.
I don't know, for some reason there's this weird circle that people keep trying to, I guess, attach somebody as swaggy as myself to two guys that I don't know.
First off, pimp, we don't use the term swag no more. That ended in 2014.
Why they're doing it. They keep trying to attach a specimen. I mean, you see what's in front of you. You see the biceps that bust. triceps that cut, jawline to perfection, peanut butter complexion that looks like it's freshly out of a Jiffy canister. I mean, take a good look. Why in a flying are people trying to gravitate somebody like Wings of Redemption and
that's the picture.
DSP to a specimen like myself? You gotta be smoking something virtual.
Haters
in the
gonna hate
Matrix
you,
to
Buzz
dare
Bigfoot.
do something like that. I've been hearing it for years. DSP, black this, black that. Do you guys realize that when you call me a black version of something, it is prejudice? I'm not gonna call you a racist because that's too extreme.
I mean, again, I love El Low-Tier God. I think he's entertaining as fuck. He's got charisma. I love watching his stuff. Don't take this the wrong way. But it's kind of hypocritical that you call people racist. like it, I don't know if you've ever seen Low-Tier God go on some rants. There's this one video that a guy was facing him in Mortal Kombat 11, and he was playing him some R&B music, and he went on like a 5 or 6 minute tangent about this gentleman and his state of the color of his skin. Like he woo.
Someone who's bald, someone who is fat, someone who is short, someone who is stubby,
I'm
someone
not
who is
5'9".
unattractive, someone who is unmelanated. I am not a version of that. What I am is an entity of my self. So for you guys to keep trying to pin me with these two pinwheels, like DSP and Wings of Redemption, you're out of your mind, all right? Wings of Redemption makes fun of Low-Tier God. You can't make fun of somebody that looks like this.
He's doing it again.
Symmetrically perfect.
Oh.
You got to be out of your mind. Let's see what he said. I'm curious. All right, let's check it out. I'm an entertainer. Let's get to it.
He goes to the tournaments. He spends thousands of dollars flying around the world to play in these shits.
Real quick, I have not spent thousands of dollars to play in the tournament since 2018.
I mean, like, that still doesn't mean that you haven't done it. I mean, like, just because you haven't done it recently doesn't mean you haven't done it. Only to get bodied in, like, the preliminaries.
We don't have prelims in the fighting game scene. There's pool play. There is no prelims in the fighting game scene. Even know why Wings of Redemption went down this route. It started off roasting, then it went to the middle, like you think that I'm
I was actually just talking to my buddy Skate about Low-Tier God. That's where this route came from.
You think that I'm actually
I didn't actually do
video
this to do
games
clout
past
chasing or anything
2%,
like that.
and therefore you're trying to say that I'm entertaining because you think I'm a loser. I mean, that's cool. Because
that's your words. I don't actually think you're a loser.
Where,
the thing about DSP and Low-Tier God facing each other, like I've watched them both play Street Fighter, and like as a person that used to play Mortal Kombat back in the day on like PlayStation 2, kind of a big deal, you know. But I was number 1 ranked on PlayStation 2 on Mortal Kombat Deception for a while on the online play. That's not saying that I would be a pro player in any manner. Like Deception was a notoriously like throw happy game. Like there was a lot of moves you could do that would guarantee you like a free throw, like along with it. And like generally the top tier of that game was being as cheesy as humanly possible, you know. And that's how you kind of knew what kind of match you were getting into to begin with. But like I know the basis of fighting games. I know how you base you try to base on distance. You try to stay just outside of certain people's move ranges. You try to do moves with little frame as possible and that kind of thing. And like different games for different strokes for different folks. But I know the basis of fighting games, right? I know what I'm looking at when I'm watching, and like LTG is better than Phil. Like just watching them side by side.
I just can't imagine being this mentally weak. He gained. Wait, you said he had surgery and gained all the weight back?
Mm-hmm.
Listen,
you got a bunch of
clearly
trolls
he's
in there.
comfortable being in a fat skin, so capitalize on it. I just can't do it. I can't take this shit no more, man. Didn't you guys say that his wife divorced him? I think that I have my notes here. According to my notes, it looks like somebody sent me notes in particular saying that he's living in a trailer. Let me go to Wings. Let me go to his page. What the f is his page? There we go. 423,000 subs, and you're verified, and you're damn near at 500,000 subs. Your marketing is ass trash.
You right.
Your thumbnails suck.
I ain't got
You're
thumbnails.
not doing
half
what
of
you're
them.
supposed to do as a fat bald guy. Your camera is still looking like it's a I don't even know what those things, a Logitech, whatever. Your camera is not upgraded. Your stream is not upgraded. This looks very lazy. It's just basically streams on a YouTube channel.
Which
You
is
got
funny
help.
because like I looked into like upgrading my camera and I never could get a solid answer. Like for the most part, like upgrading to a 4K camera, like there was a couple on the market. Like an upgraded webcam is only like a couple $100. Like if I could get something that was like super good quality right now, I'd do it.
You're close to 500,000 subs, and you only have 4.7K views, 9.4K. Me, I'm a different story. I only got 70K, so if I get 10K, I'm good. But this shit is lazy as.
Yeah,
You
but
coulda had
it's not
somebody
taking into
edit your
account
shit
that I
better. You
haven't.
could have been a nice, fat, shiny.
He's not taking into account that I pretty much didn't use my YouTube channel for 6 years.
Everything's all wrong. Everything's all wrong. This is complete laziness. What is this? 3 hours? Nobody wants to watch 3 hours of shit. Nobody wants to watch 2 hours, an hour. This is lazy.
How long does he
And you
stream?
have 400,000
Like he's
subs.
streaming like an hour and a half
According
right
to
now.
my notes.
And it's like
You can do what you don't want to do. You could eat better, exercise, the boring shit. According to you. Eat better, exercise, hit the gym, this and that. I know you're not going to do that. So why don't we just focus on being a fat guy? It kind of sucks that after all these years of people asking me, do I know who Wings of Redemption is, that I have to watch you cry on stream, but then I have to watch you mention the fact that I lose in video games.
yeah, I'm not making YouTube content. I'm making streams, which granted I have trouble naming streams. Like I don't know what to name a fucking stream. That's one of the things I look at and I'll be like, how the fuck do I name this shit? It's like I'm playing Warzone again for the 4th day in a row. How do I make this appealing? Like I don't know how to fucking name streams. And I just grab shit.
But as long as you're living in this uncomfortable, fat up ass skin, you're never going to be happy. You're always going to be a sad sack. And looking at your channel, you got to do better than this with 423K subs. If I'm looking at, let me look at a video that's far away. If I'm looking at something from a month ago and 423,000 of your subscribers.
All right, this is not a fair assessment, right? A lot of my subscribers could be people that are just locked out of their fucking account and made another account to subscribe again, right? That could be 8 to 16,000 subs right there by themselves, right? There could be accounts that you've banned and they've made new accounts. People could have actually died, right? There's people that subscribe to you and you don't upload in a while and they forget they're subscribed to you. The YouTube algorithm plays a large part of it. People have to interact with your content for it to go into the sub box. There's a bunch of factors that come in to like how many people fuck with your videos, and it's all about how relevant you are and how many people interact with your stuff. That's why YouTubers ask you to comment, like, and subscribe and hit the bell, right? That's on every fucking video to the point you're tired of hearing it, because those interactions keep them in your sub box. And like I know people talk about this all the time, but people, I pay my taxes quarterly, and this current taxes is the final taxes, because like there was like an extension and then I filed for another extension. So like my taxes are due October 15th, and they're actually at my accountant right now being done. But once that's done, that lets me know how much money I actually have, so I can actually invest in the videos that I'm actually doing, because I want to make a real run and try some stuff, right? But like it is what it is, but I need all this shit changed. I need a new logo, and like he's right about this. Like this is all trash. I'm really worried about you, man. I'm going to be honest. Please let me know if it's just stress, man. Like I really love my wife, and it hurt my feelings this morning that she wanted me to quit because like I don't want to let her down, but at the same time like I don't want her to have to live a life where we're like money is tighter because of this, and it's a complex issue that I need to take time away and work out for myself. But like, I'm a manic depressant, you know, and I get down even with pills and stuff like that. You know, there's going to be sad days, there's going to be good days, there's going to be up days. I'm one of the most toxic people on this platform. No. What it is wrong, John Doe, is you don't know how to read people. Like, there's people that you probably look up to that are way worse than me. And like, I don't ever say things with malice, right? Like, I don't, if it hurts somebody's feelings, it'd make me feel bad, honestly. Like, but I keep forgetting that I'm not actually talking in private with like my friends, that I'm actually on a public forum. And you know, sometimes you say stuff that's insensitive. Oh, but all right, guys. I think that's going to be it for tonight. Fuck you. I'm going to go work at fucking Hardee's.